गुड मॉर्निंग स्टूडेंट्स। सो जैसे कि आज का हमारा टॉपिक है, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है और ये हमारे पड़ोसी के बारे में। ओके, पड़ोसी के बारे में सोचता है। ओके, सो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है श्रीलंका डिक्लेयर्स फूड इमरजेंसी। तो भैया ये फूड इमरजेंसी कैसे लगी यहाँ पे, चलिए आज जानते हैं। ओके, इनके जो प्रेसिडेंट हैं उन्होंने फूड इमरजेंसी डिक्लेयर करी है। इनका नाम है गोटाबा राजपक्ष। तो फूड इमरजेंसी में क्या हुआ है, तो क्यों हुई, और हम लोग ये जानेंगे कि इंडिया में भी ऐसा एक इमरजेंसी लगाया था। ओके, जहाँ पे खाद्यान्न के प्राइसेस हाई हुए थे, फूड प्राइसेस हाई हुए थे। ओके, आज भी हम देखते कि बहुत सारे सामान हम निर्यात करते हैं, हम इंपोर्ट करते हैं, और उन सामानों में जो हम लोग इंपोर्ट करते हैं वो सामान हमें बहुत महंगे मिलते हैं। ओके, सो टुडे वी विल टॉक अबाउट हाउ श्रीलंका डिक्लेयर्ड फूड इमरजेंसी। ओके, श्रीलंका had total forex in the month of July 2021 $2.8 billion। ओके, तो सर आप बोलोगे कि सर ये तो इतना ज़्यादा पैसा है, तो ये श्रीलंका बाहर से फूड मंगवा सकता है, राइट? आप ये बोलोगे, पर उसका जो लिएबिलिटी है, लिएबिलिटी मतलब क्या हुआ, आसान भाषा में बोलूँ तो ये लोन हुआ। ओके, 3 बिलियन श्रीलंका को फॉरेन कंपनीज इन्वेस्टमेंट्स को चुकाने हैं। ओके, बॉन्ड में रह सकते हैं वो, या फिर कुछ उनको सैलरी देनी हो गवर्नमेंट के अधिकारियों को, तो सो दे हैव टू पे द सैलरी, दे हैव टू पे द बॉन्ड्स। ओके, सो एज यू कैन सी द मैप ऑफ श्रीलंका। ओके, we have India at the top. Then we have Sri Lanka. Okay, it's just below. Its geographical location is very strategic. Okay, so in the east we have the Arabian Sea. At the east we have the Bay of Bengal, and the west we have the Arabian Sea, and in the south we have the Indian Ocean. Okay, so strategically this part Sri Lanka is very important to India. Okay, जैसे आप जानते हैं what happens in foreign trade. Okay, people who don't know about commerce, who don't know about trade. Okay, so in simple terms we can say that forex is the how much money you have in terms of dollars. Okay, when you export something, okay, when you export items like food items, when you export electronic items, but you do a trade with other country, okay, that country pays you some amount, and that's in dollars. Okay, and that dollar is in your centralized bank. Okay, in Sri Lanka there is a centralized bank, like how in India we have the RBI, the Reserve Bank of India. The same way Sri Lanka has a centralized bank, and in that bank the forex reserves are $2.8 billion. Okay, it's in July 2021. Okay, now we'll go to 2019 when his government came into power. The foreign reserve was $7.5 billion. Okay, what happened in the COVID situation? Okay, in COVID situation, Sri Lanka, what they did, they did not allow any import of stuffs, and Sri Lanka was heavily dependent on tourism. Okay, now what about the tourism? Okay, tourism accounted for 5% of Sri Lanka's GDP. Okay, it generated how much, 30k jobs, means 30,000 jobs. Okay, 30,000. Sri Lanka is not a big country. Okay, it has normally like 1 to 5 2 to 3 crore people or population. Okay, so 30,000 jobs, it's so much more. And in the sector of tourism, where there are so much scope, so many foreigners coming to Sri Lanka and paying them the hotel charges, the tourism charges. In that way, their forex used to increase. Okay, that forex reserves used to increase. Even Sri Lankan people, okay, they import food items. Okay, what they import? They import the food items. They are not fully dependent country. Okay, they have to import the food from various countries like India, Bangladesh, China, then so many African countries. Okay, but now they don't have the forex reserves. Okay, the liability is 3 billion dollars, and you have forex as 2.8 billion dollars. Okay, so there is a deficit of $0.2, and for this deficit, 2.2 billion means 200 million. So this they have to cover up in this entire year. Okay, for that's why they have declared a food emergency. Okay, now get back to this. Now you all must be knowing this country, which is repeatedly helping Sri Lanka. It has stars, okay, and this is a communist country. Yes, you are right, it's China. Okay, so Chinese gave them loans, okay, so many loans for their infrastructural projects. So it happened back in 10 years back. Okay, so many loans were given to Sri Lanka. Okay, and they were not able to repay them back. Okay, in this instance, what happened? They had this port in the southernmost part of Sri Lanka here somewhere. Okay, its name was Hambantota Port or Seaport. It had to give for a lease of 99 years to China. So here there is a presence of China. Okay, now they are giving money for this Colombo port. Okay, even here they might lose this port to China again. Okay, due to non-payment of loans. Okay, in such a way, China is doing, it's playing a debt trap game. Back in 2016, India in its Sagar Diplomacy Conference, it said to the nations that China is keeping, they are putting the nations in debt trap. Okay, you can see many nations taking loans from China. It's Pakistan, so many African countries are taking loans from China. So they are coming into their debt trap. Okay, so more loans from China, almost 2280 crore. Now 2280 crore rupee in Sri Lankan rupees they have taken loan from China. Okay, and now they are not able to repay it back. This mainly happens, when you don't have the repaying capacity, when you don't have a plan, you don't have an exit plan to give back that money, so you come under the debt trap. Okay, and that's happening with the many nations. Okay, just like how colonizers used to come, like the British colonizers, the Scottish, the French colonizers. Yeah, in the same way the China is acting by giving them loans, and then when they are not able to repay back their loans, they are taking their land. Okay, now for stopping, okay, now the thing that's happening in Sri Lanka is that due to the reduced food imports, okay, you get one bunch of banana, like one bunch of banana at a price of 1000 rupees, and in India you will get the same banana at a cost of 40 to 50 rupees. You are getting in Sri Lanka at 1000 rupees. Okay, that's the condition in Sri Lanka. Nobody has the money to buy the food. There is a lot of black marketing. Traders are hoarding the goods. It happens in every country, there is this thing happening, hoarding of the goods. But for this, since it's a food emergency, okay, so the president has appointed an army chief general, okay, former army general, to be the commissioner of essential services, and he has ordered the army personnel to look in for who are doing malpractices. Okay, and the government has given specific amount, okay, some specific selling price, okay, and at that price they have to sell it. Okay, India's policy, okay, what is India's policy against this? India has always played a soft power diplomacy with its neighbors. It is also a SAARC country. Okay, India has helped Sri Lanka, will be helping Sri Lanka in the month of August with a $400 million swap. So students will say, what is swap? Swap is a loan, okay, that country has to pay to that nation, okay, and it has already taken in the start of the year of $1.5 billion from China. Okay, now due to this, the prices are getting high. Okay, there is no forex, and due to this, Sri Lanka is going into debt. Okay, for tackling this, they are doing they are increasing the interest rates. Okay, उससे क्या होगा कि फॉरेक्स का रिजर्व बढ़ेगा. दूसरी बात है ऑल्सो क्या है कि फॉरेक्स बढ़ाने के लिए इन्होंने क्या है, बैंक की नोटें भी ज़्यादा छापी. दे मेड न्यू बैंक नोट्स. ओके, मोर बैंक नोट्स, न्यू नहीं, सॉरी, मोर बैंक नोट्स, and due to this their currency has degrading. Now as per current scenario, okay, its economy is shrinking by 3.6% this year. Okay, $7.5 billion they have taken. Their forex reserve was back in November 2019. Now see what their energy minister has said. Okay, what he said, you don't consume much of the fuel. Why? Fuel they import from the Arab countries. They buy it, okay, against the dollar they have, against the forex reserve they have. So what they are trying to say, that you save the fuel so that we can buy the essential medicines and foodstuffs for Sri Lanka, because food and medicines, they are most important. And due to the recent surge in COVID cases, 3,000 to 5,000 more COVID cases are coming each day. Okay, and for that there is some 16-day curfew in this country, and during this curfew so many people are holding the goods. They are going into lines on behind the shops, buying the foodstuffs for themselves and the family. Some poor people are not able to buy them, so it's a very sad situation that's happening in Sri Lanka. Also back, okay, they also banned the agrochemicals. Agrochemicals is it's man-made chemical fertilizers. Okay, they used to import it from other nations, but now their country has said that you do organic farming, you use the cow dung, so that we don't buy through forex reserve. 20% export. This is some extra knowledge. Okay, there is something like GSP. Okay, goods, services, products. Okay, the EU, the European Union, has given no import duty charges for Sri Lanka, so that it can do its garment industry, sell its garments in European markets. Okay, so they don't have any import duty. But you see, there is 20% exports to European Union, 10% it exports to United Kingdom. Okay, so what happens if such emergency continues? They won't be able to get these benefits. European Union might remove its the GSP that's given to Sri Lanka. Also, back to back, UK will also do the same thing. So it's going very bad against them. I hope so. The Sri Lankan economy grows. It grows, and the people get food. There is so much crisis in Sri Lanka. Okay, and next we'll meet in the next session with a new topic. Thank you so much.